and welcome to another episode of the playonultra podcast. This is episode 217.
Woo!
Woo! It's 217. Which is a lot. It's a big number.
It is a big number.
It is a big number. And I think this podcast started in 2017.
Oh.
Something like that.
Hey.
It's quite a long time ago. And, 2017, so that's nice. Don't know when our last episode is going to be. Oh, no, wait, it is today. It is this one. This is going to be, this is going to be the last episode for reasons that will not be disclosed. Yeah, it's just whatever. It's just, so I guess,
we all hate each other.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
This is going to be the last episode. Thank you to the 2 people that listen every month.
Yes.
We actually have quite a few people. It surprises me. I'm like, okay, why? But thank you. Thank you, but why?
Please announce yourselves in some way. And they're just quiet listeners, just enjoying the time, enjoying the vibes.
So the podcast will stay live on those podcast player type things, those syndicated stuff for until the end of September, and it's just gonna live forever on my YouTube until YouTube explodes.
Which could be any
day. Could be tomorrow. We never know. With the way things are going, Jesus Christ. Yeah. But yeah, I'm flying to Spain today.
Whoa!
Oh,
for work. To be fair, it's like a work fun thing. So they're doing conferences and talks and stuff, but no laptops, hey. And, I don't like to travel. Traveling stresses me the fuck out. So it's a 20-hour flight. It's a 20-hour journey.
20 hours.
Are you doing it straight?
So 7 hours to Dubai. Layover for 5 hours, another 7 hours, so it's 20 hours. Jesus Christ.
Okay. It's not 20 hours on a plane, but
not 20 hours on a plane.
Yeah.
But yeah, anything that requires that amount of time is
Yeah. I understand. Yeah, I've done a couple of flights like that. It's not fun.
It's not fun. So yeah, hopefully I get to eat some good Spanish food. We're going to some theme park, and the theme park has American food and stuff. So I'm not sure if I want to go to Spain to eat American ribs and shit.
I love seeing other especially European and
take on
Japanese, take on American food. I mean, listen, there is some things about American food that I think are definitely worth eating if you ever get a chance.
Like
to have
ribs
real
and stuff,
American.
right?
Yes, any kind of that Southern culture food.
That is the one
pizza.
thing I just want to eat. Anything that's from the USA, the one thing I want to eat is at a black grandma's house at New Orleans, that kind of thing. That's the one thing. If I can choose anything, that would be it.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's worth trying our pizzas, depending on everyone's going to tell you each pizza is better than whatever. But yeah, definitely worth the ribs. But yeah, I'll be interested to know what Spain defines as American food.
Yeah, we shall see. I saw steakhouses and stuff with Texas ribs and stuff. So I guess they kind of know what they're doing. Reviews are kind of meh, but at least it's. I have no idea. But I don't expect good service from theme park restaurants, even if it's Europe.
Might not be there.
Is the theme of the park America?
No, the theme of the park, I don't actually know. So they're a coastal, so they're quite close to the beach. They're 6 kilometers away. I'm not converting that. I have no idea what it is in miles. I think 10
you're fine.
4 miles or something.
Yeah.
So, I think a lot of water stuff maybe. They also have a park called Ferrari Land, which I believe is about Ferraris, I think. So
I assume.
It better be.
I'll have so many questions
just,
otherwise.
Yeah, it's just weird. I don't know. But yeah, it's a big group of us too. It's 700 people or something. So.
Whoa.
Yep.
That is.
Wow. All expenses paid. Flight paid,
All
food
right.
paid, yeah, meals, yeah. Anything else out of our own pocket, but like we won't die if we're there, so which is
What's
good.
the work? Is there like an actual work thing happening, or is it more?
Not really.
Of a...
Talks and stuff. You know, like breakout
Yeah.
sessions. Then you can book which session you want, that kind of thing.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that's nice.
So, I'm dreading it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, the flight at least.
Yeah, the flight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just the travel. Airports confuses the fuck out of me. Mm-hmm. And I think that's fair
I
because they design it so shittily. Yeah, that's my dread for today. So, what did y'all do the past couple months? I think we didn't record last
we
month,
did in
right?
July. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I had COVID earlier in August. That was cool. Never had COVID before, so that sucked. While I was dealing with COVID, I finally, because I had never seen it before, finally binged on Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I don't really watch sitcoms that much. It's really the ones I have seen has literally just been like, you should watch this kind of situations. And so this was kind of similar. My wife and I were just sick in our bedroom, and it's like, we should watch this. Hilarious. We haven't watched
Amazing.
the entire thing. I think we only got through seasons 1 and 2. But
It gets better.
I mean, yeah.
It's the same. It's the same thing, you know. First season is like finding their voice. Last season is like the middle though.
I liked the first season as it was, so I'm kind of excited to see what like 2, 3, and 4. How many seasons did it run?
I think 7, 7 or 8. Yeah.
Sounds right.
Yeah. So at some point I'll probably watch more of it when I need to turn my brain off for a little bit.
Definitely
but
really good.
Yeah, it's interesting because when I've seen clips of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, so I knew it was funny, and I kind of had an understanding of the characters and stuff like that. But I will say, I think like when I first knew the characters, I kind of just knew them as, I mean, they're all stereotypes in some way or another. But like what I mean by that, like writing stereotypes, and so there were certain characters like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this one, but this one seems fun. But when you see it all together, it really is. Oh no, this is actually well done when you put it all together. So I like it. I like it quite a bit. But yeah, so that was that week. Trying to think if there were any other. I feel like there was something we had watched, but I don't. Yeah, they'll probably come to me. And just in time for our final episode, I am finally starting Dragon Age 3 Inquisition.
Nice.
Never thought
You
I'd
want to get
this
it done
far.
before
Probably
before
not.
Veilguard?
No. I'm not gonna be able to play it that fast. It's a pretty beefy game.
Is
and I
Veilguard
wanna,
coming out
like-
soon?
Yes, it's coming out. They finally put a release date. Is it Halloween? Is it October 31st? I'm trying to remember. Veilguard release date is. Yep, I was right. October 31st. So
This
no,
year?
I'm not gonna. Yeah, this year it's set to come out. Yeah. Trust me, no one's more surprised than me. But apparently they got their shit together and they're ready to go. People are, I from my circle of people, people are pretty excited. My circle of Twitter is strange because, and I don't know if this is really a common sentiment or just Twitter bubble sentiment, if that makes sense. So it's probably not that popular. But my Twitter bubble sentiment is very excited for Veilguard because Baldur's Gate 3 has kind of, with all of their patches they're doing, kind of starting to lose people a bit. It's a mix of things. A lot of it has to do with people being frustrated where they're putting their focus on these patches with the storylines and with
Is
characters.
it changing too much? Like, if I play Baldur's Gate 3 now, is my experience going to be different compared to if I played it at launch? Launch of 1.0.
I would say there's more story option stuff than was available to you. The main thing I've noticed that I do agree with is that they continue to put focus on certain party member characters that already had a lot of focus and not putting enough focus on other characters that really didn't get much like screen time, or really it seemed like things were actually kind of broken-ish.
So they're just adding stuff, right? They're not removing stuff, right?
No, they haven't
Okay.
removed. Have they removed anything? Not that I can think of. I thought there was like one tiny thing they removed at some point, but I if it was, it wasn't that big of a deal. No,
Okay.
basically they've made more evil endings. They've made more party banter interactions, and the biggest change, which was a while ago, was they made a certain party member available to get without doing a bunch of evil stuff. There was basically like a party member where you had to do the evil only route to get her, and they made another option for that, which was interesting, honestly. But I know why they changed it. People were basically using mods to do the same thing. The recent patch was meant to help like open up mods, but I haven't heard much success from a lot of people. But anyway, we'll see. So those people that are kind of feeling like a little bit loss of grace from BG3 are looking at Veilguard for some reason as like, this is going to be the better game, which I don't know what to tell them. Dragon Age has always come with controversy, so good luck.
And also, I don't know, I only have experience with Dragon Age, and it definitely feels like option-wise, it's not as vast as like
no,
Baldur's
certainly
Gate,
not.
right? Yeah, so
yeah, no. But I think what people are looking for is just like, I think people are dreaming of an idea of like a finished game that doesn't come with a million patches and stuff like that. Which, have you seen EA? But okay. We'll see. I'll be curious to see how it goes. I don't even like that people are comparing BG3 to Dragon Age. That's what's been also happening, and it's like, guys, I understand, like, if we're talking about, like, which fantasy role-playing game do you prefer, sure. But even with role-playing features, they're different games. Like, I don't know. But anytime people try to do those kind of comparisons, just kind of pisses me off. Anyway, I'm finally starting Inquisition. Basically, I have resiled to I have decided that I am not going to probably finish in time with Veilguard, but I already know people that are going to be playing it before me. And even they said, listen, they're going to be doing like a bunch of patches because somebody's going to be mad about something like 2 months from now, because that's what always happens with a BioWare game these days, and it'll be fine. So
we shall
pretty
see.
much every BioWare game I've ever played, I haven't played on launch. I've always played like later, just due to circumstances. Usually, it used to be when I was younger, is because I had to wait till I was like home from college or home from school for the summer, because like my brother had it for his system and I didn't have access to it. And then when I got older, it's just because I didn't have time. So I'm sure this will be very similar. And that's fine. But yeah, getting through Inquisition. It's fine. My only anger point is I hate the controls. So I hope Veilguard is better at the controls, because these controls suck.
I don't
We'll
expect
see.
it to be.
The problem is
They have
Dragon
the
Age,
trouble from like becoming from computer RPG to the more console style. Feels like they have trouble with
so. I think that's it, because so Origins and 2 had it. You could easily do mouse and keyboard. I remember playing it on the PlayStation, and it was fine.
I
Or
played it on
Xbox or
PlayStation
whatever.
3. Yeah.
Yeah, but like with mouse and keyboard, it's a lot of target attack and auto attack. Like you click on your target and you go up to it, right? Inquisition doesn't work that way. You have a button that does your attacks that you have to keep clicking, and you have to walk up to the thing. And with mouse and keyboard, that just doesn't work as neatly. And so I transitioned to controller. But with controller, this is such a minor detail, but it drives me nuts, because they have a lot of like sub-screens. So you have one part of the screen and another. The like what this scrolls has to be different from what these scroll, and it's not always consistent. And it doesn't feel very natural to me. I'm sure I'll get it, but it's very frustrating. And the problem is they must make it that like this does like the main screens while this will do sub-screens. So just for example, the main like screen of I want to load the game, you can only use these for, not these. I don't know. And for those who are listening, I should have said this. I'm talking about the analog stick versus the digital pad. It's just very irritating to me. But we'll see. I'm sure the game itself will be fine, or at least fine enough for a Dragon Age game. So but
I
yeah,
am expecting my Ace Attorney Investigations copy to be coming soon.
I need to get that. I completely I've been looking out for it to come out. I just haven't really gone to my Switch in a while, but I need to get it immediately.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I got it for my Switch.
So excited.
So I think
I'm so excited for
I'm only
Investigations
missing
too.
I have the trilogy, the first trilogy. I have the Japanese, like the olden, like
Yes,
with
the two Japanese
Herlock
ones.
Sholmes, that one.
Yeah.
But I'm missing the Apollo Justice,
Apollo
one, which is the
Justice.
3DS ones. Yeah.
Apollo Justice is there was the Apollo Justice game and then the
Apollo
two
Justice,
3DS.
yeah. So the fourth game on the DS and then the 3DS games, the digital
Yes.
only. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm missing that one.
Yeah, I didn't really get those because I have those games already, but I should just get them just to have
Yeah, I have them.
access.
I already played. I played all of these games already.
Oh, yeah.
Why am I spending money on them? Because I'm a fucking idiot. Yeah.
Because I want them to make more games, even
They
though they're like, Sarah.
know a lot of the people who've already played the games will rebuy it. So
Yeah. Although I am wondering if they're going to announce something because, I don't know, they're doing a lot with these games, like...
Are you
Just
hoping
with
for
how
a
they're
new one?
releasing-
Like a new one?
Yeah, like an actual new game. I'm curious. I don't know. I shouldn't be saying that because I still never even played the second case of the first one of those past games because it's so much fucking text. I don't know why. I always keep
Which
falling
one?
asleep while I'm doing it. The first Japanese The Past game. I can't get...
I could not get through that one.
I couldn't get through them. I need to.
There was
but-
something
oh my
that
gosh.
there was something off about it.
I swear, I don't know which translation you're playing, but I swear to God it's because they made the text boxes smaller. Or at least they're just adding more dialogue or something. Because you'll click like on a non-relevant thing, and it takes like 5 text boxes to get through of like irrelevant stuff. And it's like, okay, come on, let's make our joke in 2 text boxes and keep going, please. That's just my opinion, but I could be wrong. I haven't tried to play it again in a while, and maybe I'd have more patience for it. I think when I tried to play it, I was in one of those I'm just falling asleep no matter what game I'm playing mode, so it may have just not had a chance. We'll see. But yeah, that's been my thing.
What have you been doing, Fo?
Lot of improv. Not much gaming. I'm playing WoW right now because it's
Oh, they have a new thing,
Something
right?
new?
yeah, and it's only I play for like 1 or 2 months, and it's the only time I ever talk to one of my high school friends.
New expansion or
Talk,
something?
like, every 2 years. Yeah,
I think
every
so,
expansion.
yeah.
Every expansion. Okay. That's kind of
That's it. That's pretty much it.
That's funny.
It's funny but also sweet in a way.
Exactly.
So yeah, doing that. I don't know. Yeah, I haven't really been doing anything. I can't remember what the last update even was.
Are you enjoying the new WoW expansion? Is it just feel?
Yeah.
Does it feel like
Better.
clockwork now, or is?
Yeah, I mean, it is pretty formulaic. They took over some stuff I didn't like from the previous expansion, mechanic-wise, but I just like the setting a lot more, so that makes it more palatable. Like it's just in a cooler physical location.
Sometimes that's all you need.
Yeah, I thought normally, like, so my first ever WoW character was a rogue, and then at some point that stopped being fun, and I switched to being a monk. And then in the last couple expansions, my monk was still my main, but I was liking my Death Knight a lot. So going into this one, it's like, I think I'm going to main Death Knight. And then, like, the meta even was like, oh, Death Knights are super, like, strong right now. I'm like, great, let's make it be Death Knight. But I'm just liking my monk a lot more, so I think I'm just going to stick with the monk. I don't know. I don't know, something about just, like, a high alpha damage makes questing a little easier. But yeah, the profession stuff's interesting, because the profession stuff is the same from the previous expansion, and that was kind of why I stopped playing the previous expansion earlier, because I just didn't like the profession stuff. So I don't know why it's not bothering me as much this time. Maybe it's just maybe it's not as unforgiving.
Are you playing, or did you play Once Human? I hear that one's pretty popular these days. I know you know it, right?
The name sounds familiar. I don't think I did play it.
It's like a free-to-play...
Oh, it's on my wish list, even though it's free.
I do it too. It's just...
Yeah. I'll install it later.
I haven't played it. It's just, but I find the design and the monsters pretty cool, because it's just really weird, like... Do you want to say SCP, kind of? Kind of, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the picture, like the poster reminds me of Remnant a lot, but then the trailer reminds me of SCP a lot.
The
Or,
monster
what
design
was
is
the
just
SC?
like weird monsters taking over like real life things, like turning a bus into a giant spider or something like that, or like flying
a lot
plane
of like,
dragons.
not tentacles, but extra appendages and like kind of like wavy root type tentacles. I don't know. It's
And
very remnant.
And I've seen a couple of videos about like people giving feedback, and
pretty
the
good for free.
developers are actually listening to a lot of feedback. So
How are they making money? Are there like skins?
you
Like the game
buy,
looks decent. It doesn't, it's not just like Unity engine with free assets. Like it looks good.
if I'm not mistaken, there are seasons, but those are free, I believe.
Okay. Huh.
Maybe there are seasons and then there's extra season passes. I'm not super sure.
It looks like you build war rigs too. Like there's base building and there's also like vehicle building. So you can build
So,
like a
like,
truck with like a
from
base on the back of the truck. with turrets and
Very
stuff.
rough understanding. I could be wrong. You have your account with, I don't know how many characters you can have. There are certain progressions that you save from each season to season, but each season you start with 0.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, but like,
So it's kind of like.
but you have
what's
blueprints
the
and stuff
Tarkov?
that you've unlocked, so you can bring over to the next seasons.
That sounds fun. Maybe I'll play this sooner rather than later, but probably not because like right now my queue is really full. Where like so I'm playing WoW, and then
Are you playing Warhammer?
Space Marine 2 comes out,
When is that coming
and
out?
then technically I can play it now because I
Early access.
pre-ordered it at a level with early access because my friend wanted to play it this weekend. And then next week, Satisfactory comes out of early access into 1.0.
Let me
So I don't
know
know.
if Satisfactory is coming
I
out.
play one soon.
Let me know if
Oh.
Space Marine 2 is something you would continue playing after you finish a story in co-op.
Yeah, I definitely.
I
have
definitely
the
wanna
fear
get
that
it.
I don't know how replayable it'll be,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'll keep that in mind.
Just let me know.
Because I've played it for
I'll-
like 20 minutes so far.
I'll
I don't
get
know
it
progression's
eventually, but if we can play it together. But if you don't feel like up to
Yeah.
it, I'll just play
We
myself.
also
Because-
still need to play Mech Warrior. We bought Mech Warrior and then never played
yeah,
it.
yeah. It's been a while we played something.
Yeah. Well, we've got candidates now, so I guess it's like more likely to happen. Well, that's pretty much it. I feel like I saw a movie that would be interesting for us to talk about. I can't remember what it was.
Is it like one of-
Deadpool and Wolverine? Obviously,
Was that?
Which movie?
obviously the Deadpool and
the
the
Deadpool.
Wolverine.
Oh, of course.
I completely
of course.
forgot I watched that.
Oh shit!
It's been long enough. I forgot to.
I think that's
Yeah.
exactly what happened with me. 'Cause
Yeah,
I think it was before COVID that I
So
saw
all of us
it,
watched
I
it?
think.
Okay, right.
Yes.
So what did we
Good.
think?
It was fun.
Oh, cameos. Cameo the movie.
Oh my god! Yeah, spoiler alert. I guess I was
Yeah.
I made a verbal reaction when what's his name, Blade showed up on screen. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah,
holy
Right.
shit.
Yeah.
For me, that was me with Elektra. I was like, what?
Oh, yeah.
That whole scene, the one that was confusing, even though I liked the character,
Was Gambit?
Channing Tatum.
Oh,
I didn't
yeah,
really
yeah.
get it. I mean, I liked it, but I feel like they should have used the old actor, right?
Oh,
Because he's never
because
played Gambit before.
He's never been Gambit, but there were rumors about him becoming Gambit.
I see. Okay.
So, and I
That makes more sense.
think they're just friends, so it's easier to like. And then he just
Sure.
wanted Channing. His accent though, that's not real, right?
I
no,
mean,
it's funny.
It is very funny.
They changed the accent
Is it
like as
offensive?
it went on. I
Probably.
mean,
I don't
Cajun
know.
French, right? Like it's meant to be a Cajun. He's always meant to have this Cajun
Yeah.
French accent.
Yes, that's
and
true.
I think they
And
just.
I thought it was
kept-
thick in the animated series, even from back
Yeah.
then. This one is
Yeah.
Because in
just.
the animated series,
mean-
it's more of a drawl.
Yeah.
And this is like a mush mouth, like it's
I
like
mean,
a what's his name
he'll
from
s-
King of the Hill? Like almost gibberish.
Yeah.
Boomhauer.
Well, to be fair, he didn't like keep the accent up. He just made it. I don't really know if he was trying a different accent, but he just
It-
made it more and more ridiculous.
It would.
and mush-mouthed.
It is
Right,
funny
right.
that like it's not consistent. I love that.
Yeah. That was.
I wish he would have just talked normally for like one of the sentence, and they'd be like, "What the fuck?" Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
some sort of reaction, like holy shit, just like some
Yeah.
reaction to something happening.
Or like mid sentence, he goes back to the accent, like because he's actively trying to do it. Like it would be funny. It would be so funny. But
Oh
yeah.
man.
Oh, the villain was. I love her look. I loved her
Yeah.
look so much. She can pull off the ball look. Not many people can
Did
do
you-
that.
Yeah.
Did you know her fingers were prosthetics? Her fingertips.
Why?
Because they're just creepier. Like
Oh,
they just
oh,
made
oh.
them slightly longer and a little misshapen.
Ah,
it was just on her
Didn't notice.
fingertips, so it just made her
Interesting.
fingers like longer creepy. Yeah, I didn't really know that either until there was a picture online of her showing her putting on the prosthetic.
Because a lot
ooh.
of like focus on the hands and stuff. So
Yeah,
I get
yeah. So
I love her look. Like that ball look on
man.
her. Oh god,
I mean, yeah. Also terrifying, but yeah.
very terrifying. I wouldn't mind her fingers in my brain, but yeah.
Oh, and the reveal, also the other time I exclaimed, was when Captain America turned out to be the Human Torch.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was very good. That was so good.
I lost my damn mind.
When he said flame on, yeah.
So perfect.
I love
It
that
was
Deadpool actually called him Captain America. Like,
Yeah.
actually thought he was Captain America. That was like, flame on,
Yeah.
fucking hell. So
Oh,
good.
man.
Overall,
Especially since I
it's
never
just
saw
a-
that movie. So.
It's the most Deadpool movie out of all the Deadpool movies, yeah.
Did I
It was
say
the
that
most
last
meta.
Yep. You
It
did.
was the most meta. Like he headbutts the camera at one point. I'm going to Disneyland when like that whole scene. And now the
Yeah.
character is a walk around character in Disneyland.
Yes. Oh, man. I can't believe the shit he got away with on that one. Especially just
True.
calling out Marvel not doing so well.
Mm.
Man, I couldn't believe he got away with it. But they made so much money on it. So.
I am really bummed though that I am not able to get the Hugh Jackman Wolverine figure because it's just like sold out everywhere. Fucking
Of
hell.
course.
Ah.
That's
Because I don't
fair.
have a Hugh Jackman like face.
The Hasbro one?
Yeah, and he's wearing the freaking yellow. That would be fuck, man.
True.
God damn it.
I don't have any Wolverines. I really want the I want to, they make it. I want to get an X-Force one, like just a kind of black and gray.
That would be nice. I want the brown one.
The brown one. You mean like Old Man Logan?
No. The his like yellow and brown
Oh,
suit.
yes. Okay, yeah. Sorry.
Oh, I
yeah.
see. Yeah.
But my one of the toys that I've always wanted growing up was his Weapon X look. Because I saw it like advertised so
Is
much.
it the one where he has like a stump for a hand and like the
one with
he's
the-
naked almost with
yeah.
the cyborg.
The stump for the
arm
hand
thing,
is
yeah.
the Age of Apocalypse look.
Okay. Because that's on
Which
sale
showed
right
up.
now
Which
here.
showed up
Like,
in the-
It was too much. It did.
Yeah.
Patch showed up. Yeah, there's a good.
Oh my god,
a good run of
the
him.
Calverine. Oh fuck, he looks so good. Jeez,
He looked really
he
good.
looked really good. He's kind of old, but he can play. He's pretty fit. He can play it for
He's
like a
younger
decade,
than
right?
Hugh Jackman.
Oh yeah, he is. And these fucking freaks, right? So, I'm sure he can play this action role for another 10 years. I wouldn't mind Henry Cavill Wolverine
Absolutely.
at all.
Sure.
Oh, he's
That was so
I
good.
don't think this is going to happen, but like if they're
man.
making like a majority female Avengers, like they should just
X-23?
make X-23
Yep.
and more because she's great.
She said that she wants to
True.
play the role for the rest of her life if she can. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah,
That would
Okay.
be cool.
Daphne Keane. She's great as X-23.
Yeah.
I love her.
Sure.
Yeah. And I don't know, the way the movie ended feels like we can probably see more of her. I don't know.
Anything's
so.
possible.
Yeah. I have no idea where they're going to go next with it. But, hey, I mean, I'll keep
A
watching
lot of
them as long as
fans,
they're...
surprisingly, a lot of fans wants her to come back with her own movie. If comic book fans want a woman to helm
Yeah.
a movie, you fucking make it.
Seriously. Finally.
I never heard of this before. Ever.
No, it doesn't
Any
happen.
fandom wanting a woman to helm anything. Like, this is the literally first time.
Come on, guys. You know what you gotta do.
Yeah, you want the money, right? You're not doing so well with other movies, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, can we talk about Doctor Doom, Tony Stark, Doom Stark, Tony Doom?
God.
I like Doctor Doom.
I like
and I'm
Dr. Doom.
actively
I
not
know, I
looking
like
forward
Dr.
to
Doom
it.
and I like Robert Downey Jr., so please, just no.
I don't care for Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr., why? It's just so sad because I'm not that I'm like some crazy Robert Downey Jr. fangirl or something, but I knew a little bit about his history and how important it was when he came for Iron Man and how that jump started so much. And that's
Sure.
such a crucial part of like Marvel Cinematic Universe history. And in a way, like him dying was a very, important message and
Yeah.
like kind of moving on and stuff like that. And so again, I'm not trying. Like, I also want to be careful that I'm not one of those people that's like, this is the only actor who can play this role, because I think that's a really toxic mind frame that we keep getting lost in, and is causing stupid AI, not AI, sorry, the like, well, I guess it is AI, but like, you know,
Oh, you mean like the
rising
CG?
of dead actors, the CG of like, like dead actors. Like, I hate that. Mindset's very toxic. But at the same time, there's a part of me that's like, no, just go home. You don't need to come back.
Yeah,
But
and
we'll
especially
see. We'll
as
see.
like I feel like the movies have not done it like real justice. Feels
Right,
like, but
right.
Doctor Doom is a very important villain, and there's a lot of
Yeah.
stories you can use him in. So my hope, I believe they've So my hope is he's just a variant, and then there's like a real one or something.
Oh,
That's
that
my
would
hope.
Be,
Seems like a
that
stretch,
would
but
be
that would be cool.
That is a
That would
stretch,
be
and I believe
fantastic.
they've stated that is not the case. That he is not playing a variant. I'm not super sure.
Fuck.
We will know when it comes out. Is it an Avengers movie or is it a Fantastic Four movie?
Oh yeah,
don't
I assumed
know.
it was Fantastic Four, but I don't actually know.
Because they are making a
Just
Fantastic
assume.
Four movie with Pedro Pascal, right?
They are.
As
You are
Mr.
correct.
Fantastic.
They
Yeah.
are. Yes, I
I
forgot
assumed
they
it
were
was
trying
that.
that a third. They're trying that a third time.
Mm.
It'll work this time. They got Robert Downey Jr.
And Pedro Pascal.
and Pedro Pascal. I mean, I'm more interested. I'm still not going to see it probably.
Yeah, I know, that's the thing. I'll hear
You're getting
about it.
closer.
There's so much Marvel stuff I'm totally out of the loop on.
I haven't
I
watched.
probably should have watched the second Loki TV show, and I haven't yet. So
It's actually pretty good. Like
yeah, that's what I heard.
was
That's why I should
surprised,
watch it.
I was surprised. I really liked it.
Yeah, I just we were just burnt out when it came out, so we kind of forgot about it. But I heard it was good, and I liked the first one quite a bit. So someday I will probably binge it, but not this day.
I'm trying to go through Ahsoka now, and I'll probably watch Acolyte after.
Oh,
Oh,
Acolyte.
they finally announced they are going to make an action figure for the Wookiee Jedi.
Ah.
So,
Well, that's good
all
because
is
there's
right.
no fucking second season.
Are they just gonna
Fucking hate-
reuse like probably
That's a good
reuse a
question.
body
I
but a
haven't
new
seen-
face,
I
right?
haven't seen a picture yet. It could just be Chewbacca with like a man bun.
That'd be so funny.
Because they did use Chewbacca for one of the Chrysanthemum figures, like the early ones.
They did,
and then
but they didn't use Chewbacca for the what's his name, Zelnaka, who's the guy from KOTOR.
Revan?
yeah. I
No, it said
Wait,
the
wait.
Wookiee from KOTOR.
Oh, the Wookiee.
Zelnaka.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
no,
So,
am I off by one?
I think you're.
Is that- is
I
that the-
think it's like a Z. It's a Z name.
Zalbar.
Okay. Anyway,
Zalbar?
he was
Zalbar.
Zalbar.
Zalbar. I knew it started with a Z.
Maybe. Anyway, he's different.
him.
Different face. So that's good. So I'm hoping they
Wait,
do the
there's
same.
two different
for...
Wookiees in KOTOR, which
Oh,
I was thinking of two. Is Zalbar the first one
I
or the
haven't
second?
played
That's
two.
two? Oh,
Well, so there's a main Wookiee character in two. That's what I was thinking of.
the
But
one
I
who
think,
joins your
oh
party.
yeah, Zalbar is the first one. Okay, I was thinking of a different one. But
Zalbar
is correct.
part
It's
of
the
one
first
of
one.
my favorite gaming moments of all time.
Which one is that?
I made him choke the life out of his friend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
very traumatizing for him,
Wow.
I'm guessing. So it's just,
Darkside KOTOR did
Yep.
not fucking mess around.
yep. Nope. I always play evil. It's just fun.
I never play evil.
Oh, if you want to play evil, you should now get into Baldur's Gate 3 because
I'm
they're
playing Dirge.
evil.
I'm playing the goodest Dirge possible.
Yeah, well, they're dark endings, especially for Dirge and Baldur's Gate 3. I've heard is like really messed up.
But you know how... Okay.
There's already been stuff I can't avoid. I mean, well, without using a guide, I couldn't avoid it. It sucked. It's like,
Yeah.
oh man.
I am going to play Baldur's Gate 3 eventually, but they don't use that lazy as good evil system, right?
No,
That
no, no,
that
no, no, no.
BioWare
It's-
loves so much.
No,
No.
no, no, no,
Okay.
no. There's nothing like that.
It's very
really
gray?
more. It's well, it's more of like so the
Just a thing
choices.
happens.
You know how in the later like BioWare games they use the wheel or whatever, but like the first BioWare games in KOTOR was just like a list of choices. That's more the style they go for. And so it's more of like, but I would say it's more intuitive than like
The thing that
KOTOR
I
1.
don't like about the BioWare ones is you only really gain something if you choose either pure evil or
You
pure
have to commit,
good.
You have to commit.
You have to number one, you have to
Yeah.
commit, and the gray
Yeah.
choices you usually don't get shit. So like,
Yeah, I
Right.
will say that the hard part about Baldur's Gate 3 is that how do I explain this? So the choices that you do very much are more about like how it affects your teammates. And some will
And the
stick
world.
around, some will not, but depending on what you do. So like if you're good, most will stick around, and if you're evil, a few will end up leaving. But not all the time. And also kind of based on like what you might help them accomplish. So there's a couple characters that like if you kind of help them accomplish what they initially think they want to, which usually is the evil choice, like that kind of puts things. But as far as like what you choose to do, it's not quite the same commitment run. You can kind of play whatever side, and then towards the end you need to start making certain decisions to get towards the end to like get an evil ending. Like I'm pretty sure I could still get an evil ending at the end of my first run, even though I did all the good choices. So I don't know about these new evil runs, but yeah, it's not quite the same. It's more flexible, but I wouldn't say there's necessarily a clear like middle ground gray ending necessarily with the last choice, but I could be wrong. It's been a minute. Like the Dark Urge, there really is like the good ending versus the evil ending, and now I think there's also an eviler ending, but I don't know. So,
I've been playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
oh, how's that going? Because I've heard mixed things about it.
Really?
Yeah, I have.
It is more Final Fantasy VII Remake, I guess. I mean, it's fun.
I think I heard there's just like so many mini games, and that might have been the
That
biggest,
is
like...
that is true. There's a lot of mini games because the gold saucer is in this one. And how do I explain this? So like each region, I mean, it's way bigger than I thought it was gonna be. It's more or less open world, more like you're in a region and it's pretty open, and the level design. So like each region will have like a special chocobo more or less, and each chocobo will have like some special traversal system, that kind of thing. So, so the level design at least is not just flat. It's like there's elevation and all that. It makes getting around or like finding your way kind of tough sometimes, but I guess it's better than just being flat and boring. It's way bigger and way longer than I thought. I think it's just like fucking disc 2 or whatever it is. It's just fucking, I don't know. I just think it's fun. I'm not sure. The director said something like the last game will be one of the best games ever made. I'm not sure why he said that to put pressure on yourself like that, but I mean, they're good. I feel like they've found a pretty good balance between trying to incorporate what was previously turn-based into an action system now. So I think that's pretty cool. It's very pretty, but holy fuck, I'm not sure if it's like the engine or they just configure out the engine or they just configure out whatever. There's a bit of an issue with dynamic lighting and dynamic sound. It's very weird. So both dynamic lighting and dynamic sound. So, the volume and how the light look depends on where you're looking at, right? Kind of. But it doesn't depend on where cloud is. It depends where your camera is. Does that make sense?
I think so. Yeah.
So I can be in a room, not like a
Your camera's outside still. If you walk through the door or something.
That happens.
You mean like
that happens, but like just imagine like a simple like house or room or something, and in the house there will be different lighting sources, right? So my camera can be like on one part, and the whole screen just gets really dark, and then I literally don't move cloud at all. I move the camera, and it just gets really bright, and it's fucking weird in the same house. It's just I don't know why they can't figure out the lighting. And with sound, again, it cares more about where the camera is and not where cloud is. So as I move away, so if let's say I'm talking to this character and it's just, or this character is talking as I move past the person, as I move away, they get louder because the person, the sound source is getting closer to the camera and they get really loud, like in a very weird way. And it's just fucking weird. I don't get that at all, but minor complaints. Honestly, that's not a minor. It's really annoying, but yeah, it's just, I say that is because the game looks like quadruple A. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
It's a beautiful game.
It is. And it's a $60, it's a $70. $70? I don't remember what it is.
Yeah, probably. Probably.
I'll be very surprised if it's 60 and not 70. It is Square Enix we're talking about here, and it's Final Fantasy 7. So, so with all that context, I feel like they should be able to fucking figure out lighting and sound. I'm not saying game development is easy. I'm just saying it's a $70 product and it looks quadruple A. Yeah, maybe it's an engine like thing or something. I have no idea, but yeah, not my. It's just very weird. I had to look up Google. I was like, yeah, there's no fixes. Basically, you just have to live with it. And there's probably not going to be any patches because this game came out in April and I'm playing it now. They haven't patched it, so. Only other game I'm playing now is Luigi's Mansion 3. Just wanted something fun and like I can turn off my brain. It's just so fun. I want a game similar to Power Wash Simulator, but vacuum. Just let me vacuum shit up. Just give me that.
That's gotta be a thing.
But I don't want like realistic vacuuming. I want Luigi's
right.
Mansion style vacuuming. You know what I mean? Like just...
Do you just want to vacuum the world?
I just want to suck shit in. Give me Katamari Damacy vacuum.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, that is what I want.
Yeah.
It just feels very, what's the word? Satisfying for some reason. Just being able to suck up everything. Yeah, those two are the games I'm playing now. I am trying to I rewatch Witcher 1 and 2 so that I can watch Witcher 3, season 3.
Oh, yeah.
I heard season 3 is not great.
Isn't it with the new actor now?
No, that one is going to be season 4, which they're filming now.
Oh, okay. We haven't watched season 3 yet.
Yeah, me too.
But I mean, people didn't like season 2. I thought season 2 was fine, but a lot of people really didn't like it. And so I imagine season 3. I imagine the reasons people didn't like 2, 3 just continued. So, because a lot of people didn't like how some story changes, I guess. I wouldn't know. But.
Yeah. I don't know. I finally watched Godzilla -1. I'm not sure if I mentioned that like a long time ago. That was great. They came out with on Netflix. They have the black and white version also.
Ooh,
that was nice. That's pretty much it. It's been a busy 2 months, honestly. So it's just haven't really had the time to really like do everything I wanted. I will watch. Because I got free tickets, I will watch Transformers 1.
Ooh.
Which I've heard is actually pretty good. So I'm quite looking forward to it.
The original Michael Bay movie?
No, this is a new animated movie.
Oh, I'm sorry. I saw this, I think, as a commercial. Yes.
Yeah.
I haven't heard of this.
Yeah. What was I watching? I saw it as a commercial. Maybe it was Deadpool? Did I see another movie recently? Anyway,
probably, because they're really ramping up the marketing for this.
Yeah. And I just remember like watching going, oh, they're trying Transformers in the movies again, but staying a little bit less serious and more of its original roots, it looks like.
Yeah, so it's animated.
So.
And it's like an origin story. So it starts off in Cybertron with Optimus Prime and Megatron not being Optimus Prime and Megatron just yet. And it is the first theatrical animated film for Transformers since the 1986 one. Fucking hell.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
Really good reviews though. That's what I've heard. Like Transformers fans are happy and we are usually not happy with anything. So I will say pretty decent attempt. So I'm excited to watch it. Chris Hemsworth in it. I think it's Optimus.
Oh, I didn't realize that. That's interesting.
Not my favorite. That one had a little bit of like flack from the fan base because everybody wants Peter Cullen to be Optimus Prime, and we want the old cartoon voices always. It feels like it's their role, and they have to be the ones that say like, no, we're not gonna do this before you give it to somebody else. I'm not sure. I've never thought about. I don't really know how much star power really plays a part in animated movies. Like, I've always questioned that. I'm not sure. I don't know. But it could just be because I follow these things. So, like, I'm going to watch this Ghibli movie because it's a fucking Ghibli movie and not because Christian Bale is in it.
I know. I keep hearing people say that. And much like you, I think what it is that for whatever reason, cartoons and animated stuff, like, for whatever reason, there's still a lot of Hollywood executives or whatever that think that can't make money, and so they feel like the only way it can is if they have a star power behind it, like the Sonic movies I'm thinking of. And it's weird because, like you, I think that's what it is. We're not afraid to watch animated movies. That doesn't bother us. And so, but I couldn't, like, I'd love to know if there is somebody that watched the Mario movie simply because Chris Pratt and Jack Black were in it. Like, I'd love to know who those people are, because I've never met them. They're probably just never going to be in my friendship circle, but I'm so curious to know. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, it's stuff like that.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Consumer decisions, very interesting. I don't know. It's just weird. I feel like Mario is big enough to not need Chris Pratt or Jack Black.
Right. Exactly.
Like, everybody knows Mario. Not everybody knows Jack Black.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
That's true, technically, yeah. I mean, that's an American actor.
Yeah.
Versus Mario,
and he's not, like, big mainstream.
Worldwide. Yeah. I would say, like...
pretty big.
He's...
Because, like, Kung Fu Panda's big.
Oh, that's true. I forgot about Kung Fu Panda.
That's true.
That's
very international.
Very international. Yeah. Okay, Jack Black might be wrong. And Chris Pratt, I can't say the same for Chris Pratt because he's in Marvel, and Marvel's pretty big.
Yeah.
Jack
Or
Black's
I guess, like...
Steve, right? New Minecraft movie.
Yeah, that's right. Which is...
Wait, he plays Steve? Oh. Jason Momoa's in it too, right?
I don't
know anything about the Minecraft movie.
I have said all of the knowledge I have.
I did not watch the trailer or anything. I did watch the trailer for what's that League of Legends one? The Jinx one?
The season 2
of season 2, yeah.
Thing.
The Thing.
Yeah.
The Thing.
The Riot Games show.
Yep.
I didn't finish season 1. I don't remember what it's called. Valorant? I don't know. That's the game.
But yeah. Did you watch season 1?
I didn't finish it.
Oh.
I know Sarah watched all of it and liked it a lot.
Oh, it's great.
Which
I love
one?
it.
I'm sorry?
The League of Legends Netflix with Jinx.
Oh, Arcane. Yeah.
Oh,
I love, yeah.
Not Valorant.
Yes, Arcane. That's why I was confused. Sorry. Yeah, Arcane season 2 is coming out November, I think.
Yeah, like
there's a lot coming out. That my fall is going to be busy because season 3 of Legends of Vox Machina is coming out October 3rd. October 31st is Veilguard, which I'm probably not going to play, but I'll hear all about. And then I think early November is Arcane season 2. So I'm going to be busy this fall. But yeah, I'm super stoked for it. The hard part about... And I never played League of Legends, but I knew people who did. So I was pretty familiar with the characters because people explained it to me. I think the hardest part... I think I talked about this, but a lot of people... because a lot of people watched Arcane without having played League of Legends because... Let's be honest, League of Legends caters to a certain population and Arcane catered to a different one. And, a lot of people watched Arcane season 1 and then they see season 2 and they're like, Vi becomes a cop? And it's like, that's where it started in League of Legends. I don't know how to tell you this. So we'll see. But I'm excited. It looks really good. And I really liked season 1. So I hope season 2 delivers as well.
There's a couple of new games that I think Gundam Breaker 4 came out. I'm quite excited for that. I'm gonna probably get that eventually. You might like it, Fo, because it's it's mecha. and spec.
Mecha, sure.
But also it's a gunpla simulator.
Like you're building the models?
Not the models, but basically you get parts and you can just mix and match anything you want.
Oh, kind of like Armored Core.
Yeah. So the Gundam Breaker games
Cool.
are known for that. So it's basically you don't use like pre-built Gundams or whatever. You make your own. And you can make whatever monstrosity you want. So
cool.
Gundam Breaker is known for that. So number 4 has gotten some really good reviews, better than the previous one, which is New Gundam Breaker. I don't know why Japanese people like to put new in front of everything. But yeah, it's just like the fucking new 3DS. So that was pretty cool. I'm very excited for the Castlevania Dominus collection. That's the DS trilogy that they're re-releasing, remastered, redesigned for basically every console and PC. Highly recommend if you like Castlevania or Metroidvanias in general to play these games. It's so good. It's probably my favorite Castlevania games. Asian Mythology Retold is out. I'm kind of interested in that one.
Yeah, that was my favorite of that genre growing up. Like my favorite RTS with Asian Mythology. I don't know if I'll pick up if the remake or not.
Yeah, it's a remake of like the first one or something, right?
I thought there was only one and an expansion pack.
There's only one?
I don't know though.
Oh,
I thought there was one that had like Greek, Egyptian, and like Norse. Then the expansion pack added Atlanteans, but there might also be stuff I don't know about.
Other than that, there's a game called Squirrel with a Gun. Guess what the game's is about? It's about a squirrel with.
Is it
nuts.
a turtle with a crossbow?
So it's just
being
I think it's just one of those like weird. What's that goat simulator type
like
games or
Goat
something?
Simulator.
Yeah,
I was about to say it's like Goat Simulator.
a new one just came out, by the way.
Of course there has. Listen, there is a place for games like Goat Simulator and Squirrel with a Gun. It's they deserve their place in gaming history, okay?
Yeah. Goat Simulator 3 just came out. There's no Goat Simulator 2, so that's just a funny little thing they did. So they skipped 2 and just went to 3, which is it's just funny. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I didn't look up any news thing. Nothing really interesting other than that Sony published game Concord that just went offline. Yeah. So it's like a it's like a hero shooter type game. It's like $40 or something. It's not a free one, and they released it for about less than 2 weeks or a week, and now it's because nobody's playing it. So yeah, that must suck. The game was in development for like 7 or 8 years or something. Must really suck for the people who worked on it.
I got an invite to Deadlock, but I haven't played it yet.
Me too. I haven't played it yet though.
I don't know if I will.
Same, because it's very alpha right now, right?
It's also just not my genre.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know. I might. I don't know.
I'm always interested
At
in
some point,
Valve's
I'm sure I
take
will at some point.
on a lot of things.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we'll see what it becomes. So yeah, I think we're getting close to ending the last episode of playonultra podcast.
It's crazy stuff.
You know what? Star Citizen is still not out, so we've done several fucking years of this, and Star Citizen is still not considered like a fully
and yet,
released
guess
game.
which game is getting universally loved? No Man's Sky.
So funny. So funny. The
times
podcast actually had character development. I hated No Man's Sky so much, and then I loved it. Like, that's character development.
I know. That's character development right there. Yeah, Star Citizen's not out. No Man's Sky got good. I'm still waiting for a mainline Persona game to have a female protagonist. They redo 3 and don't add the female protagonist in, so I'm just going to die angry. The more things change, the more they stay the same.
The only way for you to do that is to get Persona 3 Reloads expansion. The one where you play
actually, what I'm really waiting for, some crazy motherfuckers are literally making a mod. Successfully have been in the middle of making a mod for
Reload?
the remake for Reload. Yeah. Yeah. I'll have to look up the project. I can send it to you, but they're in the middle of it still. But they've the character model changed some little bits of the UI. They're working on social links next.
Wow.
Like it's a
Like proper
big-ass
mod.
project.
Okay.
Proper mod support, yeah. So if that gets released at some point, and also actually these same modders what they had done that I almost got is the Persona 3 where the female character was in, I don't know if you know this, but they kind of took out like the anime sections, a bunch of other things to like simplify the game.
FES or portable? I forgot which one it was.
Portable.
I mean, I get it because
Somebody
PSP, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Those same people, I think they finished it or they're in the process of it, are basically, essentially from my understanding, are making FES with the female protagonist, including making animated sequences. So, yeah, there's some crazy people out there, and I wish I could pay them. Maybe I'll donate some money to them because holy crap. So, might be doing that someday. Since Persona 3 Reload, I believe, is on computer now, PC, so.
Yeah, it is on Steam. Yeah.
Nice.
It took us a while, but we finally got Miles Edge of Investigations 2. So
Investigations 2,
Yeah.
I know! Insanity. I will be playing it soon. I can't. If you had told me that several years ago, I wouldn't have believed you.
Yeah.
Crazy.
We're getting a new Dragon Age game.
Dragon Age
Yep.
game? That's true. What year is it?
Yeah, it's kind of insane, actually.
That is kind of strange. Oh man. Things are looking up.
Maybe. I wouldn't go that far.
Maybe. We might not. We may or may not be having Orange President again. We'll see. The United States. Things are a little bit better in that regard, but we'll see.
Yeah. Y'all want to do the thing for the last time?
One last time. Yeah.
Sarah, go do the thing.
I'll do the thing as I always start it. This is Sarahscopic, Sarahscopic. I have not made my debut back to YouTube. I'm still thinking about it, so maybe someday. But otherwise, a lot of what I do actually has to do with tabletop, especially with my wife, Escalia, Eskalia. You can actually see me in a lot of her streams for that reason. But you can see me on Threads, and I'm still on Twitter till it dies. So come say hi.
And I'm Foehamner. Same YouTube boat. Eventually, maybe, someday, I don't know. If you want
More
to
skits?
see things I do, yeah, I mean, the hard part is editing. I actually have a whole sketch I've written and filmed with people, and I've had the footage for like 6 or 8 months now. I just haven't edited it.
Yeah. Editing
so
sucks.
yeah, it's just, I don't know. Part of I'm self-motivating. But if you want to see stuff I do, I don't ever post. But if you follow me on Instagram, I'm tagged in a lot of improv stuff, so you can see stupid pictures. I did an Undertaker homage last week that looked real stupid.
And I'm Pupunoob, P-U-P-U-N-O-B. The podcast will stay up forever on my YouTube channel, Pupunoob. And yeah, I guess we will see you next time if that ever happens again.
We love you.
Stay safe, everybody. Thank you for watching and listening. Bye-bye.
Bye.